Hey, it's Asagao Academy. It's back. I haven't played this since like February, actually. Honestly, I really don't remember anything. All I remember is I have to go see Peanut Butter Gamer's soccer game. The completionist gave me a tour of the school. And the guys from Continue, dressed up as girls, broke into my apartment, room, whatever you want to call it, and they stole my uniform, and they're trying to make up for that time I spilled ice cream on myself. So you know, this is my life now. I'm at the point in my life where I can say that and not be ashamed of saying that. Alright, back into character. Oh no! Yeah. Oh wait, what's wrong with my chair? What are you doing in here? I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get there... Hey, Paul and Nick. Oh yeah, I was the only one guy that dressed up as a girl. Wait, what was his name? I'm sorry, I haven't played this game. It's a long time. A lot of bad stuff has happened. Ukulele got released. I'll let you figure that one out on your own. Men like you are the worst. Whoa! No, this is all a misunderstanding. Please. I'm sure it was. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second, where's the other, person who was with them? She's doing something with a uniform in the sink. You know, just when I thought I had faith in these guys, they rip it away. Alright. I'm done. We're not even 10 seconds in, and we're not even 5 minutes in, and I'm already done with this. Mary tossed her head with a sniff and headed back into the bathroom. She actually thinks Josh is a girl. Josh, that's his name. She wouldn't be the first. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if word gets around that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi. Go. Back to the boys' dorm. Alright, thanks very much, Hannah. Yeah. I watched them scamper away and headed to the bathroom. Josh, what are you doing? Huh? You and I should probably get going. I forgot he had a beard. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. In a second, Hannah, In a second, Hannah, I've just gotta finish this. Hannah, have you met Joshalina? She's so good at hair. And look, she even got the stain out of this shirt. Okay, so I guess you're not entirely useless, Josh. Mimi held up my uniform. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much. I forgot what I made everyone sound like. That's no problem, honey. I guess I'll let you finish, Mimi. You won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming in the bathroom, will you? Why would I? Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshalina get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep and didn't want to wake me up. Wait, what? But I was asleep and they didn't want to wake me up. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't read right now. Oh, well, I guess it's fine then. Ah, thank you. I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next. Do you mind? I need to concentrate on this. Oh. I'm sorry. I went back to my room. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it? Mai was still asleep when I got back, and there was no way I was going back to bed. So I changed into my uniform, grabbed my bag, and went to class early. Isn't it still the middle of the night? My plan was to get started on the project Miss Shizuka gave us. As sincere as PPG was, I wasn't quite sure he'd hold up his end of the bargain. I stepped into the classroom and went to my seat, throwing my bag up against my desk. A small snap came from across the room. Shane was at his desk, giving me a look. Do you mind? I'm trying to work. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked to the door, but it was too late to leave. But I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a... I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a guy who clearly hated me. I sat down at my desk and looked at my hands. This is the quietest place I can find in the mornings. Really? Not the library? Shane shook his head. I see, I'll try not to bother you. He shook his head again. You're fine. Do whatever. ... It'd be awkward if I just came and sat there like that. So, what are you working on? Shane looked at me, and for a moment I thought he wasn't going to answer. Then he waved me over. I crossed the room to his desk and looked over his shoulder. Several sheets of paper with lightly sketched outlines lay in front of him. It looked like they were for... comics? You draw comics? Yeah. Shane is just an edgy teenager now. I don't know why I chose that. About what? He shrugged. Whatever. He said it with a touch of finality, so I skipped to another topic. Do you mind if I ask where you're from? Well, you already did! Didn't you? Indirectly, but you still did, Hannah! The top 10 worst anime protagonists, am I right? Please kill me. Could you not tell by my accent? Oh. I'm from England. This is my second year. Okay, so he has a British accent. Oh. He continued to draw, etching in the lines of the British flag above what looked to be a government building. Do you miss it? He finished shading a line before responding. I guess. My whole family is there. Who needs family when you have memes, man? You're by yourself? Why did you come here? Class will start soon. Don't you have something to work on? Oof. Taking the hint, I went back to my desk. Suddenly the door slammed open. Hey! Hey, it's Jantran! Hey, we got here early! Wonderful. Oh, Hannah, Shane! Looks like it's just the four of us. We should stir up some trouble. Yes! Trouble? Yeah, let's plant an egg on Miss Shizuka's chair. I bet she'd think it was hilarious. No. Come on! I bet you would find an exploding bird or two dive bomb us during class. No. No. I bet you could probably bake her a cake. Filled with knives! Yes! Although, how do you cut the cake if it's full of knives, huh? Got you there, John. I'm sorry you got cut from ukulele, but then again, if they really didn't like you, they should have just kept you in the role they gave you. The heck is wrong with you? Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad, yet I missed him so much. Was Shane homesick at all? Soon other students filled into the room, and Mai joined me at my desk, asking why I abandoned her. I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked closer to class time, I felt like something was missing. Peanut Butter Gamma is gone! Exactly, I knew it. The bell rang. Miss Shizuka came in, and class began. But he was still nowhere to be found. The peanut butter of the gamer. Where was he? The real problem caused The real problem that caused grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me. The whole system is flawed. Well, I feel like grinding kind of makes you feel good about yourself. Because, like, okay, would you feel better if, like, hey, there's this bad guy, you kill him, and I'm just like, hey, that's pretty good. Or you have, like, this big concentration of bad guys, and you kill them a lot, and you're like, hey, I killed all those bad guys in one run! I mean, I don't know, it's just my opinion. I'm just a dummy. I don't have good ideas about things. Miss Suzuka's tangent again. She must have gotten stood up. Class was nearly over and PBG still hadn't shown! Oh no. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care. It's kinda... A kid always misses class. Class! Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? At the sound of the bell, Miss Suzuka jumped. Oh, well, turn in a two-page reflection on why the human as a species of a whole... Oh, wait, hold on. Turn in a two-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon due tomorrow. She definitely got stood up. Miss Shizuka? I stood and dashed to her desk. Gotta go fast, boy. Yes, Hannah? PBG wasn't in class today, and I can take his notes to him if you need. Oh, Hannah, you're a godsend. Miss Shizuka's eyes watered, and she leaned over her desk and pulled me into a hug. It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. No! We don't! There's no hope for any of us! We're all gonna die cold and alone. And dating simulators are a perfect reminder of why, because I'm better at talking to a cold set of pixels on a computer screen than I am talking to an actual woman, because you don't have safe states in real life. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invent safe states. This is what I'm doing with my life. Hannah? She pulled away and stared into my eyes. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PBG is the one you want, you have my blessing. Here, take these papers. No, I want Jantran! Okay? He makes better content. Sorry, Peter Butter Gamer. He's funnier. I'm sorry, you're pretty funny too. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the point. She shoved the handouts from today's class into my hands and gathered her things. Bless your heart. She left the room crying. Poor thing, she must have really liked this one. Does this happen often? Often enough. So you're taking that to BBG? Yeah. But now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. You stupid! 402. Why do you know his room number, Hannah? Have you been doing bad things on this good, wholesome school campus of good, wholesome values? And bad things are on the list of things you cannot do because they are bad things! Don't do bad things. Do only good things. You know who did bad things? Hitler! Are you basically Hitler? Don't do bad things! How? It's Sector Jared's room, so of course if you know. Okay, at first it was kind of cute, but now it's reaching like stalker territory. Which is still bad things! Which you shouldn't do. Bad things are bad! I've got tryouts and I won't be able to go with you. Good luck though, I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. Tryouts for what? I told you I don't think he feels that way. Before I could say anything more, she left the room. I like this color blue. 400, 401, 402, here it is. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. Well, if your heart's in your throat, that's probably suffocating you, and your heart's not in the proper place to be, like, pumping blood to all your, body and stuff. And you think about it, if you're suffocating on your heart, you're not going to be able to get oxygen into your heart in order to pump blood to everything, so you're just going to be going like, and then you're just going to die in a twitching pile on the ground. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this up to him. It wasn't like he would even look at it. He said himself that he hated school, but he doesn't hate school as much as I hate myself, man. But what if he was dying in there? John went to the drama club. He wouldn't be back for a few hours. Sucking it up, I knocked on the door. Who is it? I forgot how to do my PBG voice crap. This is why I need to play games more often. It's Hannah. I brought some notes from... The door swung open before I could finish my sentence. PBG beamed down at me.
Hannah!
Hannah, hi! Hey! Come in! Thanks? Oh, is that a soccer ball? That's pretty cool. I stepped into a messy room. Posters lined the wall and a small Harvest Noon plushie. 10 out of 10, avoid copyright. Noon plushies were piled up on one of the beds, which I assumed to be PPG's. The TV was on in the center of the room. No, it's not! No, it's not! The TV is not on! And it's not in the center of the room. Turby twinkled happily from the pause menu. You were playing games? Huh? Oh yeah. PBG closed the door behind me. I didn't feel like going to class today, so I thought I'd stay in and do some work. Excuse me. Get good education, alright? Peanut Butter Gamer! Mr. Austin Hargrave! May I call you Mr. Austin Hargrave? It's very awkward calling someone Mr. First name and then last name. I don't want to go assuming no genders, so I'm gonna get to the point here. Every single time you miss class, your likelihood of failing increases by 5,000%. This is a proven science fact, proven in a science study in the land of science, on the continent of science, on the science planet, by science people. It's a true fact. Look it up on the Wikipedia machine. Work. Well, we do have a tournament coming up, so this kind of counts. I brought all the stuff we went over in class. Oh, thank you. He took the papers out of my hands and set them on a desk next to a small stack of manga! See, manga is stupid, because you take the book, but you read it backwards. That's stupid, alright? In America, and literally everywhere else, you take a book, you open it, you read it from left to right. No, in Japan, you read it from right to left. That's not how books work. I don't even know what I just said. I could be completely wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm glad you're feeling well. Were you worried that I was sick? Sorry. But that's adorable, so I'm kind of happy about it. What? Do you want to hang out? We have to work on a project at some point anyways, right? Well, I didn't really have anything else planned. Great! He plopped into a beanbag and slapped a pillow down next to him. I see 0% beanbag in this room. Holy crap, is that 3 Xboxes on the table right there? Do you want to play? No, I'm not too good at games. I think I'll just watch. Okay, then. He unpaused the game. Turby sprinted across the screen, shooting fireballs from his mouth. PVG and I didn't talk much. Instead, I commented on the game and laughed at him when he died. Before I knew it, the sun was setting and I had to leave. You're welcome back anytime. Actually, we're having a Stomping Sisters tournament in 2 days. You can come if you want. What? What is a Stomping Sisters tournament? Explain, Hargrave, explain!
See ya.
Awesome. It'll be at noon in this room. I'll see you there. I left the dorm and stepped into the fading sunlight. The air was warm, filled with the smell of freshly cut grass. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something about being around PBG was comforting. Shaking my head, I went back to the dorms. Hey Hannah, how was tryouts? Or no, I can't even remember names. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Hi Mai, how did tryouts? Hannah, close your eyes, don't move! Before I could flip on the light switch, something warm collided with me and my eyes were covered. What's going on? Stop squirming, you'll ruin it! Ruin what? Just follow my lead, okay? Mai guided me through the room, telling me where to step. Down. She put her hand on my back and folded me in half, inching me into something that felt like it had a roof. Almost done. What exactly is going on here?
Yay!
And... ta-da! I gasped. 10 out of 10 image. Mai, what is this? What does it look like? It's a pillow fort. I've been looking forward to this for ages. Wait, why is my profile not on the side? Okay, I get. Actually, yeah, I think it was this way with the with that Pro Jared picture. Yeah, it's very, very nice artwork, by the way. Tryouts already happened. I made the team easy. I left early because I wanted to set this up for you. For me? Well, for us. You've been such a good friend to me. It's been 3 days. 3 days is not enough time to make a good impression. I'm so glad we got to be roommates. In fact, I've been doing this YouTube crap for over 1.5 years, and I still haven't made a good impression on people. I wanted to do something for you to make you feel more at home. I've seen how panicked you can be around school. Excuse me. I don't know what happened to your life, but Asagao was a fresh start, right? You've got me, you've got this school. Yeah, normal boots too. If you're up for it, this can be your new life. You don't ever have to look back. And now is when we can play. My...
Yeah!
Yes, I knew it! I totally knew you were gonna cry.
Perfection.
I guess that means I was successful. And you've done it again. My... Screenshake.jpg. I slammed her into a hug. Whoa, be careful, you don't want to break it. This took me forever. I was bullied at my old school, and that's why I came. Oh, boo hoo hoo! Aren't you just a special little snowflake? Well, I know a place you'll be accepted. It's called Tumblr. Alright, I will have you know, I was bullied excessively at my old school, okay? I may be a not good thing, but I roll with the punches, okay? I have very few mental breakdowns. Okay, I have only had 1 mental breakdown this year, okay? That's a new low for me, okay? So just get over it. Just get over it. Alright? Just get over it. Just really anything to talk about? Just get over it. And I'm ruining an emotional moment. It's only because my dad gave up everything trying to afford it. I thought you wouldn't like me. And I have a hard time trusting people. But if you wanted to, I think we could be best friends. Oh god, now I'm gonna cry.
Yay!
Yes, let's be friends. But best friends though? Best friends though? No best friends? Okay. I'm so happy. Me too. Together we're unstoppable. I'll say. Let's hook you and Jared up. Wait. I can't even speak to him without self-destructing. Well, you seem pretty good for someone who has self-destructed on a multitude of occasions. You gotta think about the things you're saying, alright? It's fine. No way we couldn't fall for you. Oh, yeah? And no one's caught your eye yet? Oh, I'm definitely not Jontron. I'd say there's more than a few suitors on your horizon. Aren't you gonna give it a shot? Not really. Me? Dating? My eyes shifted across the fort May made, and the stuffed rabbit sitting on my bed, the window with the view of Asagao's manicured lawn. My life changed so much so quick. It's been 3 days. No, wait. Alright, wasn't it 2 days, then a 2-week time skip, and now today? Well, we'll call it 3 weeks. You know what? Maybe I could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! This is what I'm talking about! Well, I prepared some activities for us to do. Look! She pulled out a tablet and opened up an app. We're going to marathon through Vavatar. I don't know. Too late! She pressed play. I'm beginning to not like you, Mai. As evening faded into night, we huddled in the blanket fort, watching episode after episode and messing with each other. Happier than I'd been in a long time, I rested my head on Mai's shoulder. Before I knew it, I had fallen asleep. Fade to darkness. Next day! As usual, the next day, Mai and I got to school early, still poking fun at each other for our moment the night before. But as we approached Poppy Hall, I noticed something felt different. A palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. Man, what is up with everyone? Yeah, I don't know. Is there a test today? Did any of you write your 2-page report on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon? Did any of you do that? Do good schoolwork, get good grades, get a good job, and then die and then fight good in the skeleton war. But avoid the bone-hurting juice. That's their best weapon. Not that I know of. But as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Oh snap, are 2 people fighting? Oh. Jared and Paul were arguing amongst a loud crowd, spit flying from their mouths while Nick and Josh walked along the hallways, passing posters of Paul's face over Jared's modeling. It's 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10. Oh, I thought... Wait, hold on. Wait, how... Oh, crap, I forgot how to... Oh. Okay. This is fine. Okay, I think I fixed it. No, what is wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. We don't have to listen to you. Well, I mean, you're kind of being a jerk by pasting posters directly over his posters. He's being a jerk for posting like 3 posters every poster. That's a bit of a jerk move, too. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show. But mine were here first! He has a good point. Lay off them! Good music, 10 out of 10. Would buy official soundtrack. This is between me and Jared. Leave them out of this. Yes, Sparkle-Faced Jared. You've been taking up the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government! The student government doesn't even do anything! I mean, he's got a point there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for this school. You don't even know, Jared. You don't even know. Mai, what's the student government actually? Mai? She wasn't with me anymore. She pried herself between Jared and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop.
Hana.
About Hana. I flinched. Sorry, Hannah, I didn't mean to yell. We want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student, you're uninvolved. Which do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I think given everything, I think that now would be an okay time to stop. It's time to stop, but I want to know what that runtime error was about. But anyway, Yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode 1. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.